The Bible tells us in Galatians chapter 5, the lust of the flesh, number one, you have 17 works of the flesh, adultery. And this refers to thoughts or acts of immorality after marriage. Adultery springs from the selfish, fleshly desire for physical, sexual gratification without spiritual responsibility. In other words, you're married and you have a side chick on the side and you have a side man on the side. You understand? You don't want that person to live with. Nah, wash no clothes, nah, cook no food, nah, clean no house and all of that. But you just want to have fun on the side, you know, and so on. And adultery expresses rebellion of the flesh against God's law of purity, and it strikes at the sacredness of marriage, because the Bible said in Hebrews 13 and verse 4 that marriage is honorable in all and the bed is undefiled. So when somebody commits adultery, it strikes at the sacredness of marriage. It strikes at God's law of purity. And then the Bible requires, Jesus taught in the Beatitudes, blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. You understand? So when our hearts are not pure, we will do all kinds of foolishness. Then the other one is fornication. And this is fleshly sin. And this is violating God's moral law as well before marriage. So you see the difference? Adultery violates God's law of purity after marriage. So you're married and you know you're supposed to have one husband, one wife, and you are going after others. Fornication, you're not married and you know that you're not supposed to engage in sexual activity until you are married, but then you are violating God's law by going to have sex before you're married. And it sets out to satisfy and gratify the sensual appetites without marriage responsibility and without God's approval. There is no place or no excuse for fornication or adultery in God's plan.